And with your fortune.
That gets worryingly smaller every day, Lord Coxwell.
Hardly surprising if you're putting up the Margrave
Here you go.
here.
Take it.
No, that's all down to his Hungarian.
Perfect.
Yeah, well, I'll be going now. Farewell.
Safe travels.
Excuse me.
You have a kind master, eh, Doggy? Greetings.
We're a bit hot.
I'm afraid you're too late. Blessed evening.
Excuse me. You silly dog.
Eat whatever takes your fancy, my friends. You look like you've had a hard journey.
The journey wasn't so bad, especially compared to what came before it.
Where are you coming from, anyway?
From Trusky.
That's Sir Otto von Burgo's domain. What were you doing there, pray tell?
We were in a castle cellar, talking to an old acquaintance.
My God, how did that happen?
Simple. I'm in the service of Lord Sokol of Lamberg, same as Dry Devil. And I had a job to do around Trusky, if you get my meaning.
Absolutely. But it wasn't much of a success, was it?
Actually, it was pretty much. We even took a castle.
Well, more like a small stronghold.
And we nearly got von Berghoff, too.
And what prevented you from completing that righteous deed?
Actually, it's a little bit my fault.
What are you saying, boy?
Me and my lords were sent to negotiate an alliance with von Berghoff. But that snake was using us the whole time to do his dirty work. He pretended he was willing to cross over to the side of Wenceslas. But instead, he sent us to fight against the king's allies.
And if that wasn't enough, von Orlitz and the Prague militia joined with him.
But why would the Pragas send forces to Trusky?
But they didn't, sir. They weren't sent to Trusky, but here. They just stopped off to visit von Berghoff because he was in a tight situation, and they took him along with them.
Here? To my fortress? Christ almighty.
Not just here, but everywhere where King Wenceslas still has supporters.
And that's also one of the reasons why we're here. We came to warn you. It seems Sigismund's run out of patience. He's going to break the truce and finish off the rebellion while he still has time. So he's convened all his followers in Kuttenberg with von Berghoff and von Orlitz in the lead. It's just a matter of time before the battles begin.
We've got to secure the fortress quickly, stock up on supplies, reinforce the guard and drill the troops. But I'm grateful to you, friends. Wait here. I'll have the best wine I have brought to you. Bring that red from Burgundy right away.
You might want to save some for Jobst.
I'll gladly risk his displeasure for this occasion.
It seems we both have the same opinion of Jobst, eh?
Well, that is, I wouldn't dream of disrespecting the Margrave. Where do you know him from?
I don't really know him as such. We merely know each other due to my original trade.
Yes, I've heard of you. They say you used to be, well...
Yes, a bandit. It's no secret, sir. King Wenceslas even put a price on my head once. And Catherine here, she...
I'm sure that's of no interest to the noble gentleman. And anyway, if anyone knows Jobst well, it's Henry here. You two are quite on friendly terms, aren't you?
Well, we only met once, in fact. When he came to see Lord Hanush in Rattay.
Anyway, we're straying a little from the point. As I said, one of the reasons we came here is to warn you. And the other reason goes by the name of Hinnek, the Dry Devil. Where is he?
Well, he was here for a while, at my invitation.
Was here? So he's gone?
Where did he go?
I couldn't say. He didn't part quite on the best of terms.
That's quite normal for him. Don't take it to heart, sir.
I had no issue with him. It's more about Margrave Jobst. When he met Hinnek, he was somewhat disturbed.
I can't say I'm surprised. They quarreled, did they?
Let's just say that after an exchange of opinions, they agreed it would be best if they saw as little of each other as possible. I'm sure if you're interested in the details, the Margrave will explain it to you himself.
I'd be very surprised.
What was Dry Devil doing here, anyway?
Waging war, if you can call it that. He ambushed 3 of Sigismund's supply caravans and a troop of Cumans in these parts alone. It made me a little nervous. If anyone found out he was hiding out here, in the end, it was Jobst himself who sorted it out. He told Hynek he had to stop because he was interfering with his plans.
Why is Jobs taking such risks?
To do what he's been doing all his life. Scheming.
One could put it that way. He's seeking allies amongst the undecided lords, and winning over to our side some of the ones who've sided with Sigismund so far.
He wants to make deals with turncoats?
Alas, that's the way it goes in politics. The majority lean towards the side where they expect the least problems. Just between us, I'm not too pleased myself about...
What do you think about all of this, sir?
What kind of question is that?
No, that's not how I...
Henry here,
That's all right. To be frank, we all know that King Wenceslas isn't the great man his father Charles was. But that is the way of the world. History is full of kings who the blood running in their veins is more important than what's in their heads. He's not a capable... In my opinion, kingship is above all a guarantee of divine peace. A sovereign's greatest asset.
But what if the sovereign is truly bad?
I'll put it this way.
Least of all bad kings. Isn't that...
So, what about us? What do we do now?
The Margrave will certainly want to talk to you, but the earliest he'll be back at the fortress will be tomorrow. I hope until then, you won't refuse my offer of a bed for the night.
Just an offer. So you'd let...
Well, the Margrave did ask me to look...
Who's security?
Good question.
So be...
Sir, there's still one more thing we came for. Lord von Bergov is holding my lord, Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, hostage. And we also have to warn Jobst's ally, John of Liechtenstein. Do you know anything about those two?
Sorry, I don't. I didn't even know von Bergau had come here until you told me. And I've heard nothing about Lord Liechtenstein.
Which is actually good news. If he'd been caught and executed, the word would be all over the region. So there's a strong hope he's alive.
Thank you for the warm welcome, Lord Pisek.
It's the least I could do, lad. My fortress is open to...
I suppose
I had some chambers prepared for all of you. Cross that corridor and go up the stairs. You can't miss... But first, eat your fill. All of you. I told my servant Susanna to prepare baths for you.
What do you plan to do now?
What do you think? Have a proper meal?
May I join you?
You should go and have that bath.
What happened at Nebakov after the Praguers took the fortress?
You're asking me?
Of course. I only remember that diabolical...
That must have been really terrible. I'm afraid all I know is... I'm sorry.
There was this healer called...
A girl of your...
No, I don't know her, I suppose, now.
Poor girl. You have to live every day like that's all you can...
Do you know if Michael, the adjutant, survived?
I'm afraid I do know. Zhishka said the
Did you know him?
Aye. He was a good man.
I didn't know that.
Not now.
Thank you.
I'm sorry,
No, that's... What do you think?
He's a real man, but I hope his... Oh, you should be ashamed of yourself asking about him when he's right next to it.
Any orders?
Now, I'm not sure how long they'll...
How are you?
Much better with hot food in my...
Don't over... I mean no discourtesy.
Fret not, I take no offense. The king's official who oversees the...
That sounds
And that is why Sigismund stripped me of my office.
I know we're in Sukdal, and that this fortress...
It's not exact. You'll find dozens of such. As the town grew richer, many burghers wanted to climb the social. Kuttenberg is surrounded by plains, so they've been...
I'm sorry. Look what I have for you. Here you go. Take it. I'm just getting one. Here you go. Take it. Here you go. Take it. You're my doggy, eh?
Christ! Pardon me. Greetings.
I'll have a look at...
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything then?
Lord P6.
Yes, sir.
I could get you.
If sir will allow.
We beseech thee, O Lord, thy grace into our hearts, that we, to whom the incarnation of Christ, thy Son, was made known by the message of an angel, may by his passion and cross be brought to the glory of his resurrection. Through the same Christ, our Lord.
God bless, sir.
Amen.
I'm sorry. extended shift this week.
Well, hang in there, mate.
Hey, what have I...
So you got your revenge? Father, did it make you feel any better? It did. So what comes next? Mark von Aulitz is next. Then von Burgov. And is that what you really want, son?
No matter how many people you kill, you can't change what's happened.
It's what I want.
Are you sure, Henry?
What's happening? Why are you waking me up? You again?
Yes, the Margrave is calling for you, sir.
You mean Zizka?
I suppose. I don't know what his name is.
And what about Catherine?
That's the good wife who arrived with you?
Ugh.
Before you go, I brought you something for breakfast. Oh,
No. Do you need...
No, sir.
So...
You haven't...
I'm not a nobleman.
I do.
That is...
Thank you.
Here you go. Take it. You're my doggy, eh? Here, Mutt.
I'm sorry.
You see, meine Dame, we aren't idle here.
Lo, the worth Henry of Skalitz. I'm just holding a discussion.
That's not how I'd put it. In the end, it's mein Großvater's. What do you say?
Aye. I have to admit, the soldiers here look pretty fearsome. I wouldn't want to come up against them in battle.
I get the feeling you'd run instead of face...
Leave him be, meine Dame. No.
Now look here. I was just...
Ach ja?
Do you fancy...
Come, Junge. We'll stuff your clothes with straw, so you don't pull cock. The first to...
I apologize.
I'm sorry.
Look what I have for you. Aye, aye. You silly doggy.
I apologize.
You see, meine Dame?
Love? I'm...
That's in the... What do you...
Oh,
Leave.
now look.
Ach, do you come pull the first...
What the? You want to try, mate?
So,
Excellent.
Gut gemacht. You have my admiration. You really...
You should receive some kind...
And what reward?
I was rearranging our saddlebags and I remembered I took
Oh,
a hunting crossbow. I was meaning to sell it.
my word. I better go and find Zizka. The Margrave is expecting us. Do you want to come with us to see...
Not really. I have a feeling.
Why?
A woman's...
How's it going? What of it?
Was soll ich sagen? After our Lord paid ransom for Aberwarte, you ought to have a word with our huntsman Dobrosh. See, someone poached a white robe.
White roebuck?
Yeah, and Dobrosh takes it as a person.
What exactly do you mean?
Just ask him if there's anything new happening in his... Oh, yeah. Und das war alles.
All right, thank... I heard Kuttenberg.
They are. These dreckigen Huren. But they couldn't have been more wrong. Why should he pay them out of his own...
What?
Dann pass mal auf. As soon as the soldiers began looting the...
So that Hungarian bastard is getting...
Das trifft den Nagel auf den... And yet, that carrot-top Schweinehund. Let's...
Did Sigismund...
Oh, yes. As soon as he got here. But my man, mein Herr Peter, how the villagers in...
What happened?
They raised Messerles, and they haven't been here. Der Teufel.
Do you know by...
Wie bitte? Hast du... And listen closely to... Leave Sigismund alone.
How do things...
Not really. Except for the Sigismund... Diese Banditenbanden.
Where did you say...
And they've occupied the hill. When you walk out of the village... That Hungarian... Fuck you.
How do I get...
Das ist nicht schwer. You just take them... Or you can also follow your nose. The smell is hell.
I need to top...
You'd be better off asking the innkeeper, Slivka, and that's nose of...
I'd like...
What is this?
This. I fell off the battlements of Flaxenberg Castle.
Lord of God.
And were you conquering or... Defending that castle, sir? You silly doggy.
No.
Good day, sir.
Well, Black.
Worse than, you know, everyone's...
I'll have a...
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
Good evening.
What goes on in...
There are poachers prowling in the woods. A band led by this ginger-headed muck.
What happened?
They killed a rare white roebuck that Sir Peter of Pisac put a bounty on their heads.
I must say.
It's an exceeding... Sir Peter forbade hunting it, but I would...
Do you know...
They're led by some fella called... From what I've heard, they show... The guards always sent them...
That knacker Wolfram.
Oh, he has a dishonourable profession, but having the gall to work with poachers? I don't think so. He's on thin enough ice as it is, being a knacker and all. But he might know something about that.
All right, huntsman.
Excellent. And if you... Every member of that band carries a squirrel tail on them. Probably a badge of their hunt.
Where should I look for these...
That's the hard part. I'm sure they have... If you don't know what to do, you can try to get some...
Thanks for the advice.
Take care, friend.
How are things, Captain?
What do you think?
Not so...
Just wait until you...
Don't say that.
A damned rusty one, I'd say. But enough chat. I see Jobst has returned.
That's why I'm here. I wanted to take Catherine along, too.
She's doing the right thing. And you better run ahead and greet them.
But you expect...
I always expect. And the way things are these days, I'd rather have horses standing by, even on a visit to...
What about that dry devil of yours?
No, nobody asked him. I'm not surprised. He might.
Should I really go and...
So what? You already know him.
All right, but...
A bit odd, I suppose.
All right, then. I'll be going. How's it going, Captain?
Sehr interessant.
What of it?
Zum Glück nicht. If you're looking for ein...
I'd like to...
What do you want?
That's not bad at all.
Brave, Kuta. Ganz brav.
I'm just getting started. The journey itself was great. Nice days, nice weather. Scary place. Wanker!
You. Still believe in yourself? You silly doggy. Take that! Take that, shit!
What'll it be?
Nice weather, but I've got to say, it's a scary place out there. Nothing but footpads and ruffians, eh? I keep saying this country needs a firm hand. Sword and firm hand.
I'm sorry.
Here you go. Take it. Here you go. Take it.
You have a kind master, eh, Froggy?
Here, Mutt.
Henry. Where's Captain Zizka?
He got held up.
I received a report that von Bergov's banner is flying in the camp of my dear cousin Sigismund, so I assume the negotiations at Trotsky didn't go too smoothly.
No, sir. I don't have good news for you, I'm afraid.
Well, good or bad, I'm sure you have plenty to report. So what happened with von Bergov at Trotsky?
I beg your pardon, Margrave, but I have the feeling you already know everything.
Really? I have the opposite feeling. These days, I seem to be completely in the dark. John of Liechtenstein, my court spy, I suppose you could say, has mysteriously fallen silent. But there's one thing you're right about. I have a fair idea about what you got up to at Trotsky. Now, let's get to a more important question. I heard you ended up in von Bergov's dungeon. And judging by the state you were in when you arrived, I expect they didn't treat you too well. You didn't reveal anything important there by any chance?
Well, they asked questions, yes. But I was counting on that and prepared myself for it.
How did you prepare yourself?
I just thought something up.
Henry, what exactly did you tell them? What you might consider to be a minor detail might be something of utmost importance.
I don't know. It all happened so fast.
But you said you had time to think. So how was it then?
Well,
I've had better liars than you failed to trick me. So tell me, what came out of those loose lips of yours?
Although it wasn't me who told him, von Bergov did get certain information.
What information?
About Liechtenstein. That he's in Kuttenberg. And what he's doing there. I'm really sorry, sir, but... well, they tortured us.
That is truly unfortunate. But you've nothing to be ashamed of. I think it's too much to expect anyone to hold their tongue under torture.
But Lord Liechtenstein... what if they killed him because of us?
John went straight into the lion's den. He knew the risks. Thank you for the news. You're free to go if you want. But I would be glad if you stayed at the fortress. As soon as it's possible, you can join a legation heading for Rattay. I'm sure you already want to go home.
Sir, that's a generous offer, and I appreciate it. But it's not what I want.
If you wish to stay and help here, I'll be glad, of course. I need someone to escort my envoys, and you've proven yourself more than capable.
It's Lord Capon, Your Grace. I came to find out where he is, and rescue him.
A noble thought. But you mustn't worry about Lord Capon. I'm sure von Berghoff has him trapped in a gilded cage.
But I made a promise, sir.
I understand, but honestly, Lord Capon is now safer than you or I. The most sensible course now is to wait for the ransom demand.
Margrave.
Ah, Captain Zizka. Henry and I were just discussing Lord Capon.
Yeah, the Margrave thinks he's in no danger, and we should wait for a ransom demand.
As one does.
I wanted to talk to you about something else. I suppose you're wondering why your friend Hinnek, also known as the Dried Devil, isn't here?
Oh, there's plenty of gossip going on around the fortress. You and Pisek refused to grant him asylum.
Asylum is for those in distress, Captain. Hinnek came to burn and pillage. I have quite different plans.
Oh. And what might those be, Margrave? Sitting and talking while King Wenceslas rots in a dungeon. What would I expect? Not so long ago, you were conspiring with Sigismund against Prokop, your own brother.
It would be futile trying to explain to you the intricacies of the Luxembourg's dynastic politics. Let me just explain that that was what was called for in the situation. But I assure you that I am now acting in the best interests of this country and of King Wenceslas.
You're acting first and foremost in your own interests. Everyone knows that.
Strong words coming from a man who earns his bread by killing merchants on the road. No offense intended. I applaud your art. The pen is mightier than the sword, but there are times when it's vice versa. Enter!
All ready to leave now, sir?
Good. It's high time. I expect the captain was about to leave anyway. Are you not?
With pleasure.
And you, Henry?
Me? Well, sir, I made a promise.
I understand. I won't attempt to keep you here by force. But bear in mind, I have concluded a very fragile truce with Sigismund, which gives us time to get ready. And if anyone should disrupt my plans with headstrong acts of violence, there will be consequences. Grave consequences. I consider this matter closed. Farewell and good luck.
I get the feeling Yopes didn't make a great impression on you. Are we leaving?
Yeah. And Henry's going with us.
Wait, you'll help me find Capon?
Sure. But we'll need people for that. And information. Catherine, I've got a job for you.
Yes?
Go to Kuttenberg. Find out what happened to Liechtenstein. If anyone knows what's going on in his godforsaken country, it'll be him. In the meantime, we'll go and find Dry Devil and his band.
Good luck. I'd go all the way to Rome to spy if it kept me away from the devil.
Let's go! Stay close. The devil doesn't know you, but he should recognize me. even like this. Unless he's too drunk.
What is your plan, anyway? Go from village to village, hamlet to hamlet, until we find him?
That won't be necessary. We just have to visit places where you can get booze.
Oh, so all the taverns and dens in the region?
If it comes to that.
I'm up for that.
Don't get your hopes up. We'll have a beer, listen to the local rumour mill, and if we don't find anything, we'll pay up and move on.
Where do we start?
I have heard of a place that's a favoured meeting spot of bandits, poachers, and all kinds of scum. If I was looking for the devil, or at least someone who knows something about him, that's where I'd go.
Sounds like a good place to start. And if we find the devil, what then?
If we're really to step on Sigismund's toes, we need capable men. And the devil's capable. Of anything, really.
I'm not sure what the three of us can achieve.
Hinek's not alone. He has the devil's pack.
Who?
That's what his band is called. They're exactly the sort of men we need.
And what do you have in mind when you say step on Sigismund's toes? What about Liechtenstein and Capon?
The same thing we did to von Berghoff. But don't worry. It's gonna take a lot of time before we're ready. In the meantime, hopefully Catherine will find out where young Liechtenstein is hiding. If his spy network really lives up to the legend, he'll surely know where they're keeping young Capon.
I just hope Sir Hans is all right.
Why wouldn't he be? He's the Lord of Perkstein. He's of no use to them dead.
If I don't bring him back to Hannish alive, I might as well hang myself. Anyway, how much farther is it?
Still a long way to go. Shall we speed up?
Aye. The sooner we get there, the better.
I hope our journey doesn't prove to be in vain. Keep your hand on the hilt, Henry. Around here, you never know what might happen.
I warned you had it coming, you drunk.
Hang on. I didn't see it. Does feel better when I've had a drink. It's a gift from God.
Either you pay us back our coin, or you can leave your head with us.
You wouldn't get a groschen for an alternative, mine.
You're right about that.
I'd have a use for that turnip. But I can only pay for it with iron.
Shiska?
You turn on your heel and get going. If you value your life. You might have noticed there's more of us than you.
That can be fixed.
I'll show you.
You think you can skip?
This one is Are you fucking up?
Do I have to pull you out of trouble again? I see you're still a drunkard.
It's good to see you too, Shishka. What happened to...
That doesn't matter now.
Huh? Who's that? Where's your old band?
You're looking at all that's left of it.
I see we have a lot to talk about.
That we do. Anyway, this is Henry. Henry, this is Kubienka.
Hiya, lad. And thanks for the help. You're handy with a sword.
Thanks.
Not that I couldn't handle them myself.
He would be one of the best archers north of the Alps, if he wasn't drunk or with one arm in the stocks all the time.
Shouldn't we leave before someone notices the corpses?
Easy, lad. This was the devil's den. If we behave ourselves, the innkeeper will just charge us a cleaning fee, and that will be that.
There will be plenty of time to get acquainted with the local customs. We're looking for the devil. Where is he?
Well, when I said we have a lot to talk about, now is the time. This is the innkeeper, Dreadlight.
Gentlemen, I won't have this. You're murdering my guests and making a mess.
They started it.
They've been drinking on credit for half a day. Who's going to pay for this now?
If you search their pockets and sell their weapons, that should cover it. And I have a feeling Kubienka here owed them some dice winnings.
I didn't cheat.
Pay him.
All right, then. What did I do to deserve you? Here you go.
Ah, I see you are a nobleman and a generous one at that. You didn't have to, but thank you. I'm much obliged. You don't need to worry about anything. We'll clear away the corpses, pour some sand on the blood, and no one will know what happened here.
That's nice of you. But leave us alone now.
Nobody will be looking for them anyway. Only the catchpoles would be interested in them. You might even get a reward.
Did you hear Lord Chishka?
Yes, I did. Of course. I'm leaving. Just call if you need anything.
Who's this devil fella of yours, anyway?
He's an angry, dangerous murderer. Someone you want on your side, but never against you.
And a treacherous old fox, too. One time, he was besieging a castle, and when they refused to surrender, he dressed up as a begging hag. They let him in, and he slit their throats in their sleep. I still regret not being there to see that.
I was there. In fact, he kidnapped that hag's grandsons and told her he'd cripple them unless she let him in the castle. She opened the gate for him at night, and you know the rest.
Ha! Well, I could better...
Is it just you and the devil?
That's the...
What
Well, I'm alone.
Where's everybody else?
I'd like to know that, too. When the devil was captured, they scattered. Some are dead.
What? The devil's been captured, and that's how you tell me that...
Who captured?
How should I know?
Shit, Kubienka, you must know who came off.
Well, we botched this job in Kutten before we could react. They knocked the devil down and pounded on him like a deaf man.
Fuck.
It pisses me off that we had to leave him there.
Do you know where they're keeping?
Why? The town guard took him.
Fuck.
My words. Otherwise, we would have gotten... Not even a mouse can get in there.
How long has it been since you...
I've been sitting here drinking ever since it happened.
A month?
That's the thing. The devil's famous. Lots of people want him dead. They want to send his soul to the Lord. The devil...
What are they planning to do?
The devil's got a fat price on his head. He's the most... There are several empty tents in Sigismund's camp, thanks to him. They really want to... They'll take him to their camp outside of...
Who told you that?
When someone owes your dice wager, they'll spill him what they don't know. They say the people of Kuttenberg...
If they're going to move him, that could be our chance. We'll wait for them and free the devil.
He will be watched by a dozen armed guards. We only...
I thought the devil would have at least 10 men. But other than that,
I was going to hire some muscle for help.
More like I know you. But can you think of anything else that might come in handy?
Well...
Have you got some?
Well, not on me.
Maybe.
Maybe. Surely.
Well, what place is that?
This narrow gully with a nice curve that backs for west of it.
Looks like this.
And what about me?
You'll go with Kubienka to get the hand cannons.
Great.
Don't dilly-dally. And when you keep an eye on him.
Whoa. Good.
How did you meet Shishka anyway?
We tried to capture him, but he ambushed and captured us instead.
That sounds like Shishka. But that is how friendships for life are made.
With one of them in jail, while the other mocks them through the bars.
Actually, that's how I met my wife.
You have a... Where is she now?
Where could she be? Maybe rotting in the jail. I left her there on our wedding night.
Oh, if that's what you say.
Oh, come on, Henry. You must have some fun, even if you are about to hang. Do not frown. It does not suit you.
I'm not frowning. I just didn't think it was funny.
Oh, Lord, another war. You get along with Shishka famously, don't you?
I'd gladly laugh if you said something funny.
Looks like I might have to carve a smile onto your face. Maybe a graceful and mysterious one. Like the Virgin Mary's. What do you say? I'll put my heart into it.
Give it a try.
Ha! Really? Sounds like a challenge.
You nearly got killed just now, yet you're stirring shit again.
Oh, well, I cannot help myself. Life's to be lived. And the body's to go to the grave properly fucked up. So I take it easy. As they say in Latin, cop a demon.
So you're a mercenary, cutthroat, swindler, drunk, and on top of that, a philosopher?
I'm a man of many... You know what.
A man of many debts and drinks?
Oh, come on. You do not even know me. We will get to know each other once we have a drink together. Speaking of which... Would you have a drop on you?
No.
Fuck. If I never ride out without some supplies, I don't know if I can stand it.
A few more stupid jokes and I'll plug your gob. But it won't be with booze.
You are very lucky to be with Shishka, that you saved me.
I'm starting to regret it.
That's why I like you. We will have so much fun together. I feel it in my bones. But we better pick up our pace. I need to piss. What a relief. I just better not piss on my boots or trip over. Oh, almost done. Every time he went to visit some lass, or when he was returning. He can smell the wench from miles away, but he can't take 3 steps in the woods without getting lost. Some people are just made that way. Nothing you can do about it. I mean, if Anna could find the camp, you'll have no problem finding it yourself. Oh, and the hand cannons. They're buried somewhere near the camp. Just a few steps. That much I remember. Maybe by the stream. Or right in it? No, that's not it. Oh, we were drunk. But we're not that stupid. Although, maybe Janos and Ed are. One time, they decided to rob some merchant because we were running out of food. They found one and decided to follow him until he arrived at the suitable place. They followed him almost all the way to Sigismund's camp. So throwing guns in the water actually sounds like them. Hey lad, come here!
What are we gonna do now?
Well, welcome.
Oh, this man.
Hey!
So where are the cannons?
We hit something down below, and something is buried alive.
Don't you remember where you put them?
Well,
oh, Jesus Christ.
One of those
We're gonna dig through half...
Nonsense! Anyway.
Which one is that?
The one made...
Come on then.
I told you I would find it right away. Now just dig it up and we are done.
Won't you give me a hand? It'll go faster if you help me.
I am helping you. I found you the best place. We were as drunk as fiddlers when we buried it. But this place seems really familiar. Before that, we had to bury old Lodiel. And we had to fortify ourselves.
I was a fool to think this would be easy.
Sure, I was wrong.
So you're digging the next one?
Listen, lad.
Just tell me you didn't throw those hand...
Of course not.
What about it?
The cannons are not there. But there is some...
Why don't you go...
the water is cold.
But if I get wet...
Not just all right.
We're moving.
Yes, Right. Enough playing around. Dig. Here.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. Just like the last time. So this is the grave of poor Lodiel. I was sure we buried him earlier.
Ugh. What stench.
So much better when he was alive.
What about... us?
If Lodiel is here, Then I reckon I'm over. Hand cannons are. So, this is it.
Don't tell me you've lost your way.
Oh, please. Me? Never. I found it.
Don't you want to dig the last hole yourself?
I'll tell you something, Henry. There are two kinds of people. Those who work and those who watch. Both are equally important. You can guess which of us... See?
God.
Oh, don't...
Will you take the cannons? Right.
Let's go.
I'd rather go with you.
Mount up, then.
I think I've heard that one before. How did Ziska put it? The best shot north of the Alps, and also the best singer north of Sasau. Nightingales have nothing on you.
Women, my friend, is a venomous creature. Best kick her out, cause her best, her best feature. He'll break your heart and you want no other. Oh, get that damn troll up and take your wine, brother.
We have the hand cannons.
How did it go?
It went smooth.
That's right.
Civ?
See how well we...
What's the plan?
We wait. We'll position ourselves on the flanks. When they pass, we'll attack.
Why are the wagons standing there? I was hoping we would...
Look what I managed to find. A true march of the maimed. We at least took a wheel off. It looks less suspicious, and the convoy will have to stop anyway.
Oi, fuck, but...
But what?
I would put it a little further back, so they will not see it, until they are right next to it.
Ah, look who's thinking. And what then?
Then we rise with the hand cannons and blast the bastards to smithereens, from above.
What a load of...
What rubbish. It is like a battlement, but on a...
Shut up!
Make up your minds. It's hard to say.
So, Kubianka, take half of the men and go over there.
Where will I go?
You'll stay here.
And...
we'll wait for them.
Are we there yet? No, how many fucking times have I told you? Are you deaf?
Pay no attention to him, Rupert.
Pay no attention to him, Rupert.
You hold me up in irons, and you can't even show me a grain of human decency.
Halt! What the fuck?
Damn. There's more of them than I was expecting. I can't back out now. Let's blast at them and seize the advantage.
Oi! You two! Get that wreck off the road.
Not to worry, Honourable Sir. We're working on it. To the task!
My dude! Fucking hell! My leg, damn it! You idiots!
Yeah, that was just a warning shot. Surrender, or the next one will go straight through your guts.
So next time, will you hit the mark?
I'd rather settle it without bloodshed.
That's easy. Surrender, and none of you will be harmed. Until you hang alongside the devil, that is.
The only one surrendering will be you.
Oh, really? Rupert, bring that bastard to me. And you, arrest the others. If they resist, just kill them.
Halt! Not another step, or...
Oh, what? Are you gonna shoot at this sky again?
We are here by the order of the Lords of Lipa. Release Sir Hinnek, and you won't be harmed.
What's the dry devil to the Lords of Lipa? They have no people around here. No authority.
They have all the authority they need.
And what about you? The way you look, you could pass for a chamber pot scrubber of the Lords of Lipa.
Kurva.
You can't blame them. I'd run too if I... Have at them!
You there to fight. Fucking horse, son! Watch out, he's trying to stick!
Something! Now I'll have you! You're dead!
I got him! I'll shoot you in extra assholes! You can't get away from me! Fuck, I can't see him! Now I'll shoot you dead! Slice him up! Right between the eyes! Oh, shoot your head off!
Come on, then! Can't get a shot in!
Bleeding
Hey, you swine! I'll show you.
We'll kick your ass in.
Fuck! Right! Watch out!
You should have pulled your head out of it.
Nice hit! But he's still standing!
Take that fucker out, damn it!
Do it!
Fuck, I can't see him!
Hey, get away from him! You'll die for that, you bastard! A death for a death!
You're outnumbered, you shit! You haven't a chance!
Show your stuff!
Take that, you shit!
Pray for a quick death, you bastard!
Will!
Bleeding! Go to hell!
Now I'll shoot you dead!
Hey, help! He's too much for me! He's had it!
Go at him from the right!
Slice him up!
You're dead! Now, shoot you dead! Shoot you! Go on then!
Slice him up! Get away from me!
Shoot him! Your ass!
I can't get a shot in!
You're not up to it!
Mercy! I surrender!
I'll show you. No, you want to...
Are you waiting for me to die of old age, coward? Have this for your effort. Hey, that one's had it.
You'll kick the bucket, you shit!
I'll deal with that last bastard. What are you waiting for, you wretch?
Fuck!
This one is still left!
So he's a sword fighter, eh?
Nice!
Slice him up!
Die, fucker!
Fucking hell!
He's at it! Amen to you.
All right, we're done here. We've got to get the devil out of here somehow. So put the wheel back on and get the horse. If you're bleeding, patch yourself up quickly. We need to get out of here soon. If you're not bleeding, clear the bodies off the road. Hide them somewhere, but be quick about it, all right? Come here, Henry. We don't have all day.
We should get out of here, don't you think?
The sooner we're gone, the better. Welcome back, Hinnick.
If it wasn't for you, I'd still be getting worked over by those bastards in Sigismund's camp. You saved my arse, fellas. Although, I have a second hole in it now because of you. Ouch!
That was an accident. I couldn't hit you that well, even if I wanted to.
That would be a shame. We'd be hard-pressed to find another horseman like him.
Spare me the flattery. It's enough you thought I was worth saving. Warms the cockles of my heart.
Don't thank me until you know what we're up to.
Ha ha! I knew there was a reason you rescued me. What's your plan?
How are we doing, Devil? Do you have some kind of hideout? What about your people?
Hideout? Our old camp was a shithole.
Don't insult our home from home.
Shush! We can stay here.
Here? For all to see?
This here hole is far from town, and has such a bad reputation that decent people are afraid to come here. As long as you're paying, old Treadlight will serve you wholeheartedly. This place has everything we need, and people who come here can be recruited for some dirty work.
And there are no fleas in the beds.
Furthermore, it's called the Devil's Den, and I like that.
All right, have it your way. Henry, go to the innkeeper and arrange our stay here. But back to the point, Devil. What about your people?
My people? Kubienka isn't enough for you.
No, he isn't.
That's too bad. Oh, they fucked off somewhere. They didn't send any messages to my jail cell.
We'll have to do something about that. But first you should go and see Catherine. See if she's settled in and if she's all right. She said she'd try to find work at the Hangman's Halter Tavern.
You're not coming with me?
Does that bother you? Oh, you're not afraid of her, are you?
Someone might recognize me. And if they saw us together...
All right. What will you be doing?
I don't know about these two, but I'll be having a rest. I'm not going to sit on a horse for a while anyway.
But we don't have time for that. We need more people. The three of us could just about make an infamous cabbage-stealing band. The best thing would be to recruit from your old comrades.
Forget it. It hurts.
At least tell me what happened to your infamous...
Yeah, I'd like to know that.
You gather a band of
So...
Some might return.
Well, if they're not already...
Or will you find them?
We'll have to search for... Will you help us, Henry?
I reckon I don't have a choice.
I'll at least tell him where...
I'd love to.
Not many of us are left. Janos and Adder. I reckon they are gorgeous.
What about Bahuta and his brother?
Slavik died, Bahuta took it.
Fuck! Henry may be able to convince...
I doubt it, but he...
Do we have anyone else?
Well, there's Matthew and Ranya.
And that's all.
We could also try though.
I don't want any dirty peasant.
In that case, there's no one else left.
And... I'll visit the sooner we find...
What is it with this?
I'll tell you everything beforehand. Henry, you should hurry up and come right...
Will you be spending the night?
Seems that way.
But of course. I'll have them cleaned up.
Don't even bother.
Treadlight.
What's newer?
There's trouble with deep. There was a great tragedy one time. The ground There's talk that young Bruttons, maybe they'll let you into their And then Small, she's the one who runs the bathhouse. She said a fella came in, that he wanted to take her somewhere else. You know how it is.
Was he a fucking... So what did he do?
The girl came running in all beaten up. Small, I went to see her. The girl was all blue with bruises. Her knees blood.
Who was it?
The way Smolka described him to me. I've seen a few of those.
Have you any idea where...
Rumour has it he's been sleeping in a shepherd's abandon.
I'll take care.
I'm glad to hear it. When you're done with him, go to see Smolker at the bathhouse. And that's about it.
Sounds interesting. I have a question.
Ask away.
You don't seem...
And what else would I...
Oh, come on. And full of rope.
Me?
And honest to God...
How dare...
Stop with the mum. You think I want someone's...
All right, then. Pretending to be a... If you ever find any...
I reckon the two...
I'm glad to hear it.
I'll have a...
I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
Just a moment. You silly.
Here, Mutt. Here you go. Take it. You're my doggy, eh? Whoa! Whoa!
You have a kind master, eh, mutt? Cooch. Good doggy. Good boy.
Maybe I boiled that belladonna longer than I should have.
Go! Go! Ka! Go!
quick!
Oh, Hey, lad.
What are you...
What does it look like? I've been lugging these sacks for ages now. So but I can tell you, it ain't too comfortable here.
Look, you know you... It looks a bit like a...
A horn.
What?
It's an arrow. Well, what's left? It used to be longer, but I broke it off after I nearly took a wench's eye out.
What?
Aye, an arrow. With an arrowhead.
You have an arrow stuck in... I've never seen anyone with an arrow.
Of course I should. If it was an ordinary arrow, I'd be pushing up daisies.
Oh?
Always question. How about you tell me who you are first?
I'm Henry.
Oh, fuck. I heard it was real. Well, at least you got out in one piece. Look, the name's Carl. On account of... Well...
How come the arrow didn't kill you?
Because...
You said that.
Thing is, you don't believe me. Sometimes I get mixed up in... I was always getting beaten up. Wounded, battered. No wounds, no bruises. Nobody can...
Well, that could very well be a coincidence.
It ain't no coincidence. This arrow here...
Doesn't it hurt?
Look, when God blesses...
So does it?
Hurts like hell. And it fucked my eyesight up a bit. But that, it's still...
Why do you think God...
Well, I take care of my people.
I understand.
Exactly, lad. And me and my lads got ourselves into about enough chat. I've got a proposition for you. You lug one of them sacks here.
And what's...
You youngsters is all the same.
True.
All right, then. If you help him...
What's in...
Just stuff what folk leave these days. Everyone locks up their... And then, they go and leave a couple of... And when you see something lying around...
And what are you going to do?
What do you mean? So...
Well...
Glad to hear it. Ah! Sucker! Them sacks are heavy as fuck. But I couldn't just leave him behind. Man can be invincible, and blessed by God, the 2 sacks of charcoal is still 2 sacks of charcoal.
You're probably not a monk, are you? What are you, then? A bandit?
Ha! A bandit? Don't sound too good when you say it out loud. Bandit. Do you know who the real bandits are, in my opinion?
I don't.
Them lords... what hold their protective hand over us. They stuff themselves to bursting, hunt in the forests, start wars, and the ordinary folk has to do all the work for them. And when you get in their way, they string you up or beat you like a dog. Not even the worst bandit behaves like that. That's what people should be whipped for in the stocks, not for hunting a deer in some noble's forest, or picking something up here and there. We're just trying to survive is all.
You said we. Are there more of you somewhere?
Of course there is. And with what's been going on, there's more and more of us. Towns get raided all the time, and folk have nowhere to go. So they head into the forests and become bandits, as you call them.
Well, I meant nothing by it.
Right. I used to live an ordinary life myself, before it all got to me. First my wife got a fever, so I paid the sobos to help her, and nothing. He took the money, but it didn't help, so my dearest died. Then the soldiers came. I don't know if they were ours or someone else's, but they took everything. And whatever they didn't take, they torched. I had nothing left. So now we live in the forest, like animals. We don't have no other option.
Look, if it makes you feel any better, I've lost a lot too.
Of course, we all have. Some more than others. But we've all lost something.
This sack really is heavy.
How much further is it?
We're getting close. Hang in there.
Fuck the clouds. Old Weathercock was covered in scars, and each one was for a kind of weather. When his knee started to ache, he knew it was going to rain. And when it was his back, it was hail on the way.
Well, that sounds...
I dropped that sack over there. What if I let slip?
Why would you do that? You wouldn't get any... Thanks for the help, lad. Not everyone is willing to...
I'm glad to be...
Here's some ale money. And I wish you, but now you should get going. The Lord be with you.
When his shoulder started acting up in the summer, and then 5 days of drought.
That's bloody good.
So what happened to this Weathercock?
You have a nice...
And who the fuck are you to cast?
I'm Henry.
What are you doing here?
Don't worry. I helped Carol, the fellow with the arrow in his head.
Of course you did. Our Carol loves to steal things you can't eat or drink.
Well, I think there was coal in that sack.
Haha. I hope we'll be long gone before winter comes.
What about Carol?
I see he's been running his mouth again.
He mentioned it.
He likes to mention it. Just by the... He used to be a walking disaster, but then that arrow hit him, and it changed him. Nobody can beat him, and it saved, you could say, without Carol and the magic.
What's life like?
What kind of fucking question is that? Life's shite for all the people you...
Is it really that bad?
Well, we're not exactly Carol is like some fucking priest. He's ill, so we're not greedy, and we don't have much. But, hey, what can...
Mutt!
Go!
Whoa!
Welcome, sir.
Greeting.
What can I say? It's all shit. But my apprentice Matthias, on the other hand, just look at this dagger he made me. Have you ever...
Pretty good work.
Village blacksmith?
Calm down. I'm telling you, I've been forging daggers like this with my...
Know what, you master of masks?
How would a bet like...
You'll give me a few groschen as a deposit and forge a hunting sword. And if you forge a better one, you'll get both.
And of course...
Well, of course.
And what if my sword...
Then you lose and I keep the groschen. What else? Do you take the bet or not?
I accept. I'll knock you down.
You haven't won yet.
Good day. Greetings to you, friend.
My brother and talk about the inheritance. But your father's still alive, isn't he? Aye, but he dreams all over himself. He gets the feeling that his time is up, doesn't get it nearly all the time. And he's always threatening to leave everything to the church if I don't pay. Aye, once old folks start getting soft in the head, it's bad news. Exactly. Let me tell you,
Good.
I'd rather die 4
This won't take long now.
Close it again.
What do you need, my friend?
I brought you...
Aye. You shouldn't hunch over the anvil so much.
Right.
All right, all right. Well then.
Feast your eyes.
What about you, Matthias?
Here it is, Master.
Let's see here. That's impossible. Such balance. I'm sorry, Matthias, but his sword is better.
What?
Listen, lad. You're wasting your talent here. If you're ever in Kuttenberg, ask for Nicholas Crondell. He's the best armor...
Thanks for the advice.
Here's your money.
Thank you kindly. And you?
What? That blade of yours will fall apart any moment anyway.
Take a good look at me, you yokel. You really want to fight me?
I'm looking at you, all right.
Very well. If you want to get your...
Don't get too cocky now.
Break a leg, man.
You're mine! I'll sort you out nicely. Go fuck yourself!
Oh! Ah! I yield. Mercy!
We're done here.
Did you really have to come and rub it in my face like that? I know I lost.
You may know it, but you haven't paid. I believe you were supposed to give me your sword.
Here, choke on it.
Nothing special. Maybe I'll get a few groschen for it.
I hope someone stabs you with it.
Oh, you fool.
Come on now.
That should do it. I need to sharpen this.
What do you need?
Show me your...
Thank you, sir. And come again. I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir. What can I do for you?
I'll have a look at the ware.
I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
Bloody hell. I'm overheating it. Well, I'm about halfway done. Good. This won't take long now. All finished.
Good doggy. Good boy.
I need to sharpen this.
How are things at home? Calm down a bit?
Aye, the celebration is over and done with. Everything's going well. I'm in fine fettle. It's almost odd how well things are going.
Oh, please. Enjoy the peace and quiet while it lasts.
See, that's what bothers me. That it ain't like this all the time.
You sure ain't easy to please.
Aye, I get a bad feeling when nothing's going wrong. Don't our learned physicians have a name for that?
I believe it's called boredom.
What? I'm not bored.
If you've got time to worry about everything that could go wrong, you're bored. And that's that. And if you're at a loose end, come round and I'll be happy to help. I've got plenty of bloody work to go around.
Ave Maria. What would you like?
How's it go?
Kona, the blacksmith's wife, came by my place for She's always having trouble with her little ones, and it's making her miserable. She told me about it a while back, and now she's brought it up again. And she mentioned she was looking for some muscle from out of town. It's a surprise you're an outsider, and you look like you can handle...
That sounds interesting.
I'd like to buy a horse.
Aye, when my old vault and Oli. So if you've got to me alone, don't give any. You might as well hand your coin straight.
I already have a horse.
I'll take a look at it. I'm sure we'll find. And if you have a good, strong spec. Aye, we have some fine horses. They're in the pasture out back.
I took a...
Tell me then, which one?
I've changed my... I'd like my horse, babe.
As you wish, but it will take.
I'll pay. Here are your gro...
Thank you very much. Now then. Here is your horse. Look at that glistening mane.
I was taking care of some business with Hannah at the stud farm when I heard you...
Well...
I can't say yes and tell me, and
It's a great rarity. But Tomlin... The thing is...
I think I understand now.
He tried, of course, but the poor wretch came back...
What is it?
Well, they're the biggest of... They fall from the sky with a mighty boom and burrow deep into the earth. And if you're lucky, that...
What is the
Well, from what I saw of Tomlin's, sort of elongated and curiously shaped. It's flat on one side and has...
What can the...
Lots of things. If you have... It also wards off and cures disease.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but...
Well, yeah. And I know I prayed fervent, and now you've... Besides, you're a born warrior by the looks of you. Twice as tough as those guards some landowners coddled.
All right.
Mary, Mother of Mercy.
Save your thanks for when I bring it to you.
I shall. Don't you worry about that. We've got some groschen put by. I'm also on good terms with Hannah, so she'll give a generous discount, and I'll pray...
Hold on.
Among other things.
So how the hell am I supposed to be...
Well, you can talk to Stimir. He fought Tom. Or, over in Horshan, I think the lads there wrestle a lot. And Tom... That might help. Most importantly, keep your... Ours is a just cause.
Well...
Oh, that's a good point. Farewell, sir.
You have a kind master, eh, doggy?
Good evening.
What's new around?
These days, there's mainly been talk about... I don't know what it's about, but I heard it. If you're interested, go and see the foreman of life, and...
Interest in you? Can I spend... Just the one number. All I need...
But all I have is an old straw...
That's enough for me. Agreed. Here's some grosh.
Thanks.
Where can I...
You can sleep above the shed. There's a ladder leading up there.
What do you have for sale?
Thank you, sir. And come again.
Coming right up. I'll be right there.
What's that?
Here you go. Take it. You're my doggy, eh?
Praise God.
Praise God. God be with you.
I'd like to
Son, your actions are truly despicable.
I'm ready to...
On the road from Miskovitz to Horshan, there is a cross. It was built by... He wanted to ease his conscience. Pray for the souls of the...
What penance do you give me?
Say the Lord's Prayer and...
Time to go.
That's right. God be with you.
I'm sorry.
Go!
Quick!
Quick! Go! Quick! Go!
Whoa! Whoa!
Quick!
Whoa!
Greetings to you.
Tell me more.
Ask away.
What fighter?
Stanley is the strongest. He works on the... After him, Tuma. He has a steady hand. And last...
Darley?
He's kind of like the... When he was a wee lad, he fell on his head from a rot. He takes care of his aunt.
He doesn't sound like an...
Because he isn't.
Where do you...
Ouch!
And who might that?
Chucho's our hog. We fight in his...
I reckon I can fight.
I'm certain...
Can I get him?
Why not? It'll be good to have some... Do you have any experience?
Well, I haven't won any tournaments here yet.
Well...
And if I'm...
Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Darling mate, well, if you pull it off...
Hey, Tomlin.
People say... Oh,
they also say...
Those... There was a time I'd put it up for grabs in fights with cocky fools. I even had a couple of craftsmen, but everyone got it. It didn't seem right. But if you're itching for a fight and needs... It's as I said before. Nothing has changed.
Look, that's all very well.
Fuck's sake. Let's try again. I'm not fighting for the stone anymore.
I'll buy...
It's not...
I want to see...
You what?
Well, exactly. Besides, I may never have...
All right. Almost as smooth as glass. And pointed at the end. It fits into your hand.
Look, this stone is nothing like Kona described.
What are you talking about?
A thunderstone should have a hole from the lightning strike.
Oh.
Well, I learned enough to spot when someone tries to hoodwink.
I didn't mean...
Stop fucking me around. I
don't have it. I really did find a thunderstone. And I had it. I didn't want word to get out because I'd look like a right... I'm sorry for leading you on.
Do you have any idea?
If you ask me, it was that Hansel from Rabosh and his little mate. They were ever so cute.
And you didn't do it?
Of course I fucking did. I went to wring their neck. They must have seen me and bolted. Which only can... And I don't have time to chase them around the...
Right.
Well, when you get to Rabosh, take the main road away from the fortress. They're hired hands. If you find the stone, please bring... I was the one who found it. It was destined for me. To mess with fate would only bring back...
Tell me.
Facts.
If you came by it honestly.
I'm not hiding anything. I'm just not one to brag, lad.
I can appreciate that.
All right, then. I found it a couple of years back in a field out. I was going to take a shortcut through the woods. It tore off roofs, carried away some shepherd's hut, and it very nearly flushed us out. Well, the forest was a complete mess. So all of a sudden, I stumbled.
So, Tobias...
Do I know you?
I'm Henry.
Well...
You don't have to do it, you know.
I have to. I have to beat Stan.
What does he do to you?
All kinds of... Sometimes he comes to Grund and causes trouble, scaring the horses, and he better limp for days.
Well, you could defend yourself. But how can a pooch know he has to? Did he...
Better? No. He's too nice to ever bite anyone.
People like that make me... Well?
Why not? Do you have any money?
That sounds good.
Get ready.
Yeah!
Well...
Thanks for the...
Yeah. Oh, now you can challenge Tuma. I like him. Careful!
You don't like a merry...
I'm a simple man. I like a good...
That's it.
I swear.
Shall we fight?
But of course... And before we...
If you say...
Thanks very much. Gosh, I feel like I've been split.
Thanks for the...
Aye, you're welcome. Here, take...
Thanks.
Why are you always...
Just take a look at him. If he was any dumb, you know he talks to animals. He talks to his mutts like the unders. He'd be better off barking and pissed. But when we managed to get him drunk, now that's fun.
Tobias goes drinking with you?
Yeah, a little of that. And the last time we told him it was...
I'll find something better to...
Mind your own. I reckon that moron doesn't eat... Lord knows if there's anything left in that.
Do you want to fight?
Sure. Do you have money to...
Of course.
I'm glad to hear. Oh, be bloody hell. I'm just getting warmed up, you shit. You have 2 left hands. Ha! Watch and learn! I'll paint you black and blue. I'll paint you black and blue. You have 2 left hands. Oh, boo bloody. Sacre. Alright.
Thanks.
Here's your bet. And a little on top. I don't like it. And don't forget to go and see Tomlin. He's...
I beat all...
Well, I'm jiggered. Here you go. Not long ago, I heard the hired hands in Miskovitz spend the long hours away, but you can go see them. And in Kutenberg, they fight in the tavern called the Hole. The name's...
That sounds worse.
Oh, by the way, Darling was look... See you later.
Henry?
Do you need some?
Well,
Pray tell.
you wouldn't want to have another bout.
Right now?
Well,
Why?
exactly. So after if Stanley saw me beat someone that kicked his ass, maybe...
And you...
Well, that's just it.
Look, wouldn't you rather...
I don't know if it's a good...
Oh, you'll manage. And you've got the strength of 3 men.
Well... Oof, I can't...
Me you... Definitely a better chance than if you pretended. I'm not saying you'll beat him to a pulp now, but at least you should be able to...
Thanks, Emery.
You're welcome.
Hey, do you like...
Of course I do.
Me too. I knew right. Come see me in Grun sometime. I'll take care of the horse.
You said you could...
Well, I don't know much.
You take care of dogs?
Aye, they're my favourite. And when you're sad, they look at you with those big eyes of theirs.
You see?
Can I have a few groschen for my...
Of course.
Thanks.
Look what I have for you.
Good doggy. Good boy.
fine. Why'd you ask?
I heard she was sick. I just wanted to know if she's feeling better.
It was nothing. Just a slight cold. Aye, a man would be calling for the priest, but women are made of strong.
Quick! God! Go!
Oh,
I'll show ya.
What do you want?
Jesus Christ!
Quick! 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 Go! Ja! 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 Go! Quick! Quick!
Whoa! Whoa!
Quick! Ka! Quick! Go!
Good men, so you can avoid danger. Hear what I say about the greatest evil of all, the one called woman.
God! Quick!
Huh? What are the odds of...
Riddler Barley.
The very same! And I have a new riddle.
I'm curious to hear what you have up your sleeve today.
I'll tell you, but first we have to decide what's at stake. You solved the last riddle, and I lost the bet. Let me try my luck again.
All right, tell me what...
Listen close. A bailiff has 12 men join up for service one day. The bailiff was glad, but soon discovered that he didn't have enough gear for them in the armory. So those 12 men filed onto the square for the next morning's roll call. 6 of them were wearing body armor, 4 had helmets. Only 3 of them wore both a helmet and body armor. Now, tell me, how many men were unlucky enough not to have either a helmet or armor?
5. You're right. I knew you know what comes next.
I'd be glad...
So what's it to be?
What wisdom?
Much grows in the forest, but beware toadstools and true lovers not. You're still here?
You look like you know you...
That if it's a meal you're after. I had the luckiest dice in jelly. I can still smell the...
I'm afraid I must...
Me too.
God! Quick! Go! God! Go!
I need to find a
Oh, yeah?
some wayfarer.
Really?
In Horsham.
There's no but the Bruthans have a farm out there.
Well, Tomlin over Horsham way told me you pinched it, so you better come clean before...
Fuck me! So Bruthans made you his lackey?
Watch your tongue, and you, go on.
We fucked up. And all because of that
So Tomlin was right.
I haven't the faintest. It was all Hensel's idea. And before you ask, Andrew is holding him captive.
for fuck's sake. I'm missing something here, and it's not just the stone.
We wanted to butcher Andrew Ramhead's band of pillagers, but that's easier said. So Hensel got the idea that we could borrow Tom to help us fight, but Tomlin wasn't having it. So we filched it without him knowing. But everything went to shit. They caught Hensel. So, you come a bit... Not that it brought us any luck anyway.
How did you...
Hensel led the way. There was him, me, and Stis. We got within earshot when it... Stislav stumbled and yelped. We charged at them. Hensel up... Arrows started raining down. They all missed Hensel, but I was... It hurt like hell. I met back here with Stislav. They chased him, but he being so lightly dressed and them in armor, they couldn't keep...
How many of them?
I'd say 5.
You went up against 6?
Of course not. We waited for some of them to go on patrol. If we'd caught them by surprise.
Why did you...
Why? To stop them doing mischief round here. And we also wanted to make a bit of a... You don't say.
Where can I find...
Are you fucking...
No. You don't just lose something like that.
I'm telling you, that stone...
Maybe it is, maybe...
You're so...
Just tell me where they're camping.
As you wish. Then you'll come across some ponds between Rabor. Near one of them, there's a fork where wayfarers sometimes camp if they're stuck for a place. From that fork, follow the water downstream.
And that's where they're holding Hensel?
Yeah, there. But if I were you, I'd stay off the path. You'll get to some rocks overlooking the mill. You'll have a... But make sure they don't spot you. There's a good chance...
Sound advice.
Look.
Well, I'm thinking if I can find Andrew...
Just be careful. Look, since you're going there anyway, I know Do you think you could...
Why doesn't the local...
Because he doesn't give a shit, for Christ's sake. Hensel's just a stable boy who toils with his hands.
And how, pray?
I don't know, just... Andrew's a greedy bastard. Or you could sneak in quietly and...
How about I just...
I thought best not to suggest that. You know how we end. It's just...
I'll manage somehow. But the whole thing's getting so... If I find a way...
Thank you so much, mate.
Easy, good horse.
God! God! God!
Oh, boy.
Look what I have for you. Aye, aye, you silly doggy.
What? Get out of here, Mutt.
I want to talk to Andrew Ramhead.
All right,
Such a
we'll
naughty
find the
dog.
commander at the entrance to the encampment. But be quick, and no fooling around.
Huh? Hey, you there. This is a military encampment, not an alehouse. So, welcome to my humble encampment, lad. In the name of Sigismund, by the grace of tell me what you're...
Kindly spare this man, for he's actually a noble lord. And listen carefully. I am Chenyek of Krumberg, sent by the king's army. The commanders have heard that instead of guarding the roads, you've been robbing and fleecing the local people, and they're bloody livid. So from now on, you'll follow orders, or be pilloried and forfeit your pay.
Sorry, sir. It's just, we haven't been paid for a while, so we've been taking a little on the side, here and there. That was the deal, wasn't it? Live off the enemy's land?
Enough of your excuses. Your conduct has been indefensible. You will desist immediately, return what you were plundered, and hand over to me the local stable boy in your custody.
Very well, sir. As you wish. You can take the prisoner right away. He's tied up, back there, in the dilapidated hut. And please, accept this small, humble gift.
Hey! By all the saints, don't leave me here! Please, untie me!
Relax. I'm getting there.
Thanks.
What? Clear off!
Thank you so much. You have no idea how grateful I am. But I'm not hanging around here any longer. Let's get out.
Mutt, come here. You all right?
Yeah. Thanks for rescuing me. All that aside...
Henry.
I'm Hensel, though, in all honesty, I'm not sure what...
Peter told me what happened.
Peter? Well, thank the saint.
In a manner of speaking.
What about...
I have no idea.
Ah.
Listen, it wasn't exactly... I was looking for you in the village, who, by the way, is royally fucking up.
Well, I suppose I... But I have to say, the whole... It brought us no luck.
Let's forget that for a moment.
You won't be surprised to hear. Ramhead snatched it from me when I was captured. He didn't believe it had any powers, but from what I heard, he sold it in Sukdom to some farmer's wife, I think he said, Mlada or something.
Sakra. Well, there's nothing for...
Hold your horses. That wasn't the only thing I heard. There's this pond below Raborsh, right? And on the bank, across from the village, there's a small craft somewhere around there.
Clever.
I'd have helped myself to it, but I just hope they weren't making it up. And you find something.
I'll take a look around and see.
Well, it's the least I can do. Though my advice would be to steer well clear.
I'm still curious.
Well, as you wish.
What happened?
I was scared. One of them suggested just, but thankfully, so they held me prisoner.
And this Andrew and his soul...
Andrew Ramhead, they called him. He had this handsome hammer, shaped like a ram it was. And that's what their orders were, to keep watch out here. They had their own ideas of what that meant. They fleeced wayfarers. They often grumbled that the art... But if you ask me, they more than made up.
Tell me the whole story.
Well, it just... The local lord did nothing about it. I knew about Tomlin Stone, that we'd help the people. So when he... Well, I was thinking we'd give it back as soon as...
What are you gonna...
Well, I don't know. Same as before, I suppose. I mean, it's nice here. And the village is protected by... You never know.
I might find...
And what about you?
Well, first, we armed ourselves as... We were almost there, but then, after that, I hollered and lunged at them. All these shots were whizzing past as Then I got stuck in the end. I took a blow to the...
Easy, good horse. There now. Go! 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 Ka! Quick! Quick! Ja! God! God! Quick! God! Quick! 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 Go! Ka!
Just look what happens when someone thinks he's a
Whoa, whoa.
The law of the land applies to everyone. And even the king has to answer to God's law. This man, though, he laughs at the law. He
Not your
broke
day,
into
eh?
the house of his neighbor, an honest businessman supporting his family.
What did he do?
Waited
Nothing.
till they were
Really?
all asleep.
Were you expecting
forced
a
the
different
lock
answer?
And just wandered in. And there he stole
So he
everything
got enough
he
here
could
too.
lay his hands.
My God, lad. Why are you all covered in blood?
Close now.
I heard you bought a Thunderstone from
Well,
Andrew Ramhead took it from Hensel from Rabble.
and even if it's true, I knew nothing. My husband's gravely ill and not.
And what ails your husband?
Peter went to lie down one afternoon. He's not eating. What's worse, soon after he took ill, a Minerva.
A Minerva owl?
No, not at all. That's why I need the stone. If it weren't for the stone.
So am I to understand that if your husband...
Well, a stone like this is a
But you bought it to say...
That may...
How about this? And if I succeed,
Why would I do that?
what if the power of the stone brought me?
I hadn't thought of it.
So,
All right.
of course.
And please hurry. With that owl and everything, you'll find Peter in...
All right. I'll take a look at it. It's usually a good idea to speak to others who are close to the sufferer. Especially if the patient himself isn't very keen.
Aha. I see you really have... So, ask around on the farm if you need...
Perfect. I'll get on with it. And I'd better...
Do whatever it takes.
Can you think of something that might help me healing? Anything?
I can't. I'm desperate myself. I've tried just... Peter is just an ordinary cooper. My husband doesn't travel outside the village often. But he came back empty-handed. He was fumbling around here for a few days, not doing his job. Then he went to bed. And since then, he doesn't sleep a wink at night. If I stop sleeping too...
I'll ask him why he can't sleep.
Try that. It's as if he was keeping secrets from me. See you soon, my friend.
Peter, my name is Henry. I'm here to help you.
Another poor bloke that's to deal with me. As if Mada didn't have enough on her plate already.
I'll try to figure out what's wrong with you. What are your nights like?
I just stare at the wall. I try to sleep during the day.
Well, it's certainly no fever or pain that's... I assume it's dark thoughts that...
I can't fall asleep. Because of all the noblemen who keep... I'm always hearing hoofbeats.
So Lord Pisek likes to host nobles at his fortress.
And what do you think they're doing here, eh?
If Lord Pisek was about to go to war, he'd be...
Folk ought to be scared. Mezoles is gone. Suchdol is next.
I'll examine you. Just by eye. Pale skin. Dark circles under the eyes. A few calluses, and nothing unusual for a craftsman.
I told you.
Irritability. Bodily humours aren't leaking.
But I will. When Sigismund's horde get...
Why would Sigismund?
He does as he pleases.
I reckon attacking a village protected by a fortress is the
The fortress is what's bothering him.
I don't know about that. Don't be alarmed. No swelling. Does this hurt?
Nothing.
Your palms are cold, and your heart's pounding so hard you could hear it. You seem like you're ready to fight or flee.
They're getting close.
Who is? Well, physically, you seem...
I'm a weakling.
What am I going to do with you? There's nothing wrong with you physically. The chamomile decoctions will help calm your mind. But you'll have to change your diet as well. So last but not least, some words of encouragement. When you'll be back on your feet and I'll get things ready. Peter, I have some suggestions.
I'm listening.
Did you hear what happened? A recruiter from Sigismund's army camp came through here.
Not again. There won't be any men left soon at this
Listen,
rate.
Peter.
And then they'll start
I'm not much of a speaker. If you're scared of Sigismund's soldiers, trust me when I tell you, when it comes down to it, it ends up being a one-on-one fight. And you'd be surprised how much strength and courage you can fight. So don't run from your...
I'm not worried about my...
Then keep reminding you. Look at me. A blacksmith's son. Why do you think I am who I am? Because I decided I'll never turn my back on my loved ones again.
You're right.
Don't run from the fight.
My God! For that much, I'd even bash the priest over the head with a flail.
You should drink the chamomile.
God be with you. See you next time. Take care.
Great.
This one will help. Once your body gets used to sleeping at night and staying awake, proper sleep will chase away the gloom. And if restlessness tries to take every morning, you'll be stronger and stronger.
We'll see about that.
You need to start eating again. Even if you don't have an app first, ask Mladet.
You think some...
It'll give you stamina without... But you have to admit Mother Nature has it. Where bloodwort helps with bleeding and feverfew with fevers, honey coats you. Any melancholia wanting to take hold of you would have to make its way through. Soon you'll be as busy and getting on swimmingly. Start eating fish more regularly. Fat in the belly will surely stop gloom from getting through.
Aye.
A bit of prayer won't... Lord, have mercy on Peter, for you have laid upon him this... Unless you, O Lord... I beg of you, O Lord.
Amen.
Well then, I've tried my best. I'll come back in a few days and see how...
Well, I have to go.
I examine Peter. I'll come back to see you in a few days.
Thank you.
Besides praying, you can brew up some of the chamomile. It's made of wine, chamomile, and sage. You boil the ingredients briefly, then strike. And even if you don't do it exactly right...
I'll learn how to do. Thank you very much. Farewell. Good boy.
There we go. I could deal with those hairs that we've hit.
Jesus Christ.
You have a kind master, eh? Much? I'm sorry.
What a load of shit.
What are you
What's
doing
that
here?
noise? So it's you. Aha.
Hey?
You've no business here.
Ah. Never mind then.
Greetings.
Don't be a coward.